I'd like to, oh, hi Stacey, awesome.
Hi.
All right, so I'll give you a second to get in. But just starting the broadcast now. This is Abigail Cabunoc Mayes. We call her Abby. She is the lead developer for the Mozilla Science Lab. And she's going to be talking to us today about non-manuscript scientific products and getting credit for things that in ways that isn't sort of the conventional authorship route. And so this is Stacey, and you've already met Liz and Andrew, and I'm Christy.
Oh, nice to meet you, Christy.
Nice to meet you too.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for that very formal introduction. And yeah, I'm really glad to be here. Thanks. This is quite an honor to be broadcast lecturing at a class. So it's nice to meet you all. So I've prepared a few slides that I thought we could go through for the first bit, but I would like this to be a conversation. If you guys have any questions, please chime in. I'm sorry I don't have two computers like Titus, so you won't be able to see my face when I share my screen, but you can imagine what I look like while I'm talking. It'll be great. But yeah, I'll share my screens now. This one, yeah. Awesome. Did y'all see my slides? Slide?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, incentivizing open science in non-manuscript scientific products. So that's my name, Abby Cabs. So yeah, hello, my name is Abby. I put Abby Cabs here to make it sound like I was a cool internet person. I think it's working, yeah. But yeah, I work for the Mozilla Foundation as lead developer for the Science Lab, as Christy said. And I'm here because I want to use the web to move science forward. So a bit of background. I worked at MSU for a bit. They let me choose my own title. If it sounds super cool, that's because that was on purpose. But yeah, I've worked in research labs, and it was easy to see how all this data analysis and data visualization could be so much better on the web, or could make research so much better. So a little bit about Mozilla. So our mission at Mozilla is to ensure that the internet is a global public resource, open and accessible to all. And the Science Lab, I think, is a really interesting community of practice for that, where if research is on this open and accessible public resource, like research would be so much more collaborative, accessible, and usable. So I think you guys have been hearing a lot about this all year. But so quick summary, open science is good, yay. A little bit about Mozilla. If you guys remember, like the early this is an old graph. I'm sorry. Do you remember like the early 2000s where there were no browser wars? Like Internet Explorer just took it all, and it was really exciting to see a community of people come together and just build something that toppled the giant. So that same idea that we're people, as we can collaborate with each other and build something that's better than any of us could do individually, is what I think is sort of behind open science. So I saw this recently from in a talk from a guy from GitHub, Brandon. Oh, I forgot his last name. His name is Brandon. But he listed these as sort of open source principles. And I think they also apply to open science. And the idea is that these principles sort of build on each other. So in science, first you need transparency in order to get participation. So yes, that people can come together. And then when you have participation, that's when collaboration can happen. So you kind of need one for the rest to happen. And at Mozilla, or just, yeah, today on the web, I can see this happening on the web. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. And I think in such a digital landscape, software is really important there. And I can see software sort of an onboarding. This is me making a ramp. I got really excited when I made this slide. It's a ramp. So software is sort of an on-ramp to open science, to like having that transparency, participation, and collaboration. So I know my talk was about like non-manuscript products. I focus quite a bit on software because I think it's a really good on-ramp, and that's what I care about as a developer, and having worked in research labs and writing software and not always getting credit for it. So yeah, and we'll talk about other things too. Cool. Any questions now before I go on? That's fun intro stuff. Yeah. Oh, this is for people following the slides at home. So at the Science Lab, we are making research collaborative, accessible, and usable. then yeah, a bit of our mission statement about facilitating learning and empowering others around data sharing. So I'm going to talk about a couple things that we did at the Science Lab, just to sort of bring credit to the people writing software. So first was Code as a Research Object, where we brought together several groups just to think about sort of making code a first-class citizen in research. And then coming out of that, contributorship badges, which is more of a prototype that that works with that. So I think I'll spend a lot more time on the contributorship badges part. And I think that's what Christy wanted me to talk about. So we'll go through this other stuff quickly. And I think Titus touched a bit on this stuff for Code as a Research Object. So there are three kind of phases in Code as a Research Object. First was kind of prototype they made, Fidgit. I don't even know how to say it, Fidget, where Figshare and GitHub kind of paired up together and made a prototype. Code Meta, which is about the metadata for software, and the software discovery dashboard. So we'll go through those three. So first one, yeah, so we collaborated with both GitHub and Figshare. And the idea was, oh yeah, I didn't open my speaker notes, so I'm always surprised what the next slide is. This is the slide I wanted. The idea is that you have your code in GitHub. If there is a good way to get a DOI for that, so it's easier to cite in papers, that would be great. So we partnered with Figshare to make this first prototype, which was this page here, get credit for your code. And you basically just, it was a little Firefox add-on, and then you could mint a DOI for your GitHub repository. And then that code that we wrote for that, we made it modular so that Zenodo came in and they just implemented the same thing. So now it works with both Figshare and Zenodo, and any other institutional archive can come in and do the same thing. So we saw our role at the Science Lab as sort of being that connecting piece that sort of helps these people work together. And that's sort of how we see the web working, as like connected. We don't have to build something that will solve all of your problems, but using existing tools. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna play with this later if we have time. Yay. Okay, Code Meta was the next thing that came out of that. And we focused on the actual metadata that we were storing with the software for software citation and attribution. So there is a GitHub repository for that, where you can go and you can look at this sort of this proposed standard of metadata to store. And actually at Force, they're bringing together people from Figshare, Zenodo, and GitHub to sort of see if they can implement this shared software metadata schema so that all of them will implement it. We'll see if that works. They're just meeting next week. Cool. So yes, it works. That was a fun thing with all three of those people. And then this past year, to sort of build on that metadata, a group of RIT students, so that's the Rochester Institute of Technology, for their senior project, they're working on building a software discovery dashboard, which will kind of leverage that shared metadata to make this dashboard that will help you find scientific software. So there's a group of students that are working on it, and they're building it now. And you can go there too. So that was a super quick overview of the software as a research, or code as a research object. And these students are asking questions like, what do researchers search for when they're looking for code repositories? And what would you find useful if you're looking for some code to use? They would really appreciate feedback because they're building this right now. And we're hoping that by building this, you'll be able to see, I guess, the usefulness of having a shared metadata. Okay, badges part. Yay. So this was exciting. So this is actually a collaboration between quite a few groups. So this includes 2 journals, Biomed Central and Ubiquity Press, along with ORCID, the unique researcher ID. I hope you all have ORCID IDs. You have one? Okay. Does everyone have one?
Assignment for you guys. Okay. It allows you to your profile between journals.
Well, we might do that today if we get into badges, because I feel like I've been going through these pretty quickly. Yeah, we're gonna play with it. Yay. Digital Science, which is a technology and science firm, and the Wellcome Trust funder. So actually those last 2, Wellcome Trust and Digital Science, came up with this project credit contributor roles taxonomy. And they just sat down and thought through all the different roles that someone might play on a research paper. So I guess this goes to like the non-manuscript contribution. So people might, get funding. They might do the investigation. They might write the draft. But what I was really interested in, and I think Mozilla Science Lab was interested in, is that software was one of the rules. So if we were able to implement this in a way that highlights people's software contributions, that would be huge for research, I think. And then there's a few others that are like software adjacent or like data analysis adjacent. So actually at MozFest, Mozilla Festival back in 2014, these people came together. So that's Amy Brandt in the middle from, no, not Amy Brandt, Amy Kennel. Wow, getting all their names confused. She's from BMC, and she's talking to Laura Paglione and Will Simpson there on the right from ORCID. And they're like, if there's a way we could sort of give people credit on their publications for the different roles that they had, that would be really interesting. And then Mozilla came by with our badges, and we're like, hey, we can use our badges and assign them to an ORCID and a paper. So that's what we did. Oh, forgot about the slide. So a badge, like a badge means something. It means like something, some power you have or something you've done. So what's unique about the Mozilla badges, or the badges that we use to implement contributorship badges, is that it's more than just an image. So behind that little data visualization image that shows up on a paper that says I did this, you have this data packet. So this is JSON on the right. I'm sorry, it's very small. This is the actual data that comes with every badge. So that includes the ORCID, so it goes to a unique researcher. It includes the DOI of the paper that was published. So it goes to a unique research output, has my name and stuff. And it says, it has some like evidence, and that's mostly held by Mozilla Science. So we're able to sort of issue these badges to people for the work that they did. So this is a data visualization badge that I got for work I did in a paper a while ago. So this is confusing, but the idea is these things connect to each other. It's not just one big badge system, but the journals are connected to the badges, which are connected to ORCID. So no one person is like holding everything. And then, oh yeah, so workflow is like the paper gets accepted, and then it emails each of the authors this form, and then the authors just complete a form, and then they get a badge. So to walk you through that, so first, a journal will just put in a DOI plus a bunch of author emails. So it's very manual right now. And then each author will get an email sending them to this page, which you then select the badges saying what you did on that paper. And then this actually shows up on the paper. So I forget what paper this is on. But at the bottom, you'll see open badges, and you can see all the different roles that people played there. And if you click on the people individually, that will link out to their ORCID page, because ORCID comes with a landing page. So I think this is really meaningful, because sometimes you have those papers with like 50 authors, you don't know who did what. And especially with software, like you end up being middle author on like 5 papers. But if you're middle author in 5 papers, but you got the software badge 5 times, that might mean something a little bit more. So this is where it's stored on GitHub. Paper Badger. We call our MVP Paper Badger. And software for, scientific software. Credit for your code. A work in progress. Join us. These are the people that helped me build it. Cool. So any questions on here? I'll stop screen sharing because I feel like, I can't stop screen sharing. Oh no. Where'd that button go? Oh, I just have to press it again. That makes sense. I really should know Google Hangouts much better by now. Yeah.
I'm curious, like, where is this taking hold, especially in any particular fields?
Mm-hmm. So it's actually only implemented in 2 journals, or 2 journals right now. So this is just an MVP. So because it's so manual, like you have to input it every time for each paper, we're just testing to see how this works.
Okay.
This summer, we're going to be working on getting it more stable or making it more automatic. But it's taken in the 2 fields we have. So one was Journal of Open Research Software with Ubiquity Press, which makes sense. And with BMC, I think it was on Oh, I don't remember. Giga. Oh, now I'm embarrassed. This is being recorded. On some other journal that was more biology related, I believe.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Very early days.
Yeah, it's very early days, and I think that's the idea of like an MVP. Just try it out, see if people will actually go through this whole workflow of like getting the email, figuring it out. So right now, as soon as you click the buttons in the form, you'll get that badge right away. Like it'll show up on the journal page. But we're thinking like maybe there should be more checks and balances around, because I could just say I did everything on this paper. Technically, but like right now it's more honor system, and people seem to be like, no one's contested any badges yet. So
the
yeah,
grief process, I imagine, would be interesting.
yeah, but we wanted since there's like so few badges right now, we wanted the badges to show up immediately, so that like when you're looking at a paper that you wrote and like your co-authors all have badges, you're like, oh, I should fill out that form. Make you go in and try to do it. Yeah. So a couple things came out of, oh yeah, I probably should mention with the code as a research object, that's also where the ideas of like transitive credit came out of, and sort of, yeah, if you cite something, like you get credit for all the other things. So I think Titus talked about this. I watched that very late last night. So it's a little bit hazy.
Yeah. I'd love to see this across the board, because I mean, as a postdoc on the job market, I'm constantly trying to justify what I've done in all of the projects that I've been involved in. And so having sort of a shorthand for that would be really advantageous to me, because then, you know, someone could look at my CV and go, oh, all those papers she's got the stats and analysis badge for. She did that in all of those papers. Okay, that makes sense. That was her main role, or, you know, it helps give a visualization, a metric for assessment. And I know that that's something that in academia, metrics for assessment are important, but it's getting harder and harder to really understand what a contribution is.
Yeah, and so it shows up on your ORCID ID now, if you have badges, and on those two journals. I put a ton of links, I'm so sorry, in the class page thing that you have, Christy. So you can go there and like see it in action. But a little selfishly, I was like, you guys are the target audience for these kinds of badges. I thought maybe we could go and try to get a badge for something.
Ooh.
Since we have so much more time.
What do you think, guys?
So, yeah. What that involves.
Yeah. Walk through it.
I don't know if the journals I usually submit would have this.
Yeah, so
Graded.
yeah, so technically you can get a badge. So it just takes the DOI of the journal, the article that you have. And remember I talked about earlier how we had that collaboration with Figshare and Zenodo and GitHub. Now you can get a DOI for any GitHub repository. So are there any GitHub repositories that you are all contributors to?
Our project.
But yeah, it's kind of all over the place though.
Okay, we'll make a new GitHub repo.
Okay.
I'll share my screen again. Oh no, spinning wheel of death. No, it's back. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. No need to worry. I might not be able to share my screen though.
Okay.
Oh, here we are. Clicking buttons is hard. Screen share. Okay, back here. Okay, you all see my new tab?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm typing, but my computer doesn't know it yet. Hold up. You can look at my most recently. Okay. Yeah, I'll go to my profile. Okay. I'll make a new repository. So I'll show you guys how you can get a DOI for spinny wheel Yeah, new repo. How you can get a DOI for any code that you write, which I think is really useful and will help other people cite your code. Also, I'm on a software citation working group when we talk a lot about this stuff. What should we call this repository, Christy?
OSRR demo?
Okay, demo. Cool. Demo for getting badges for Christy's course. Oh, it worked. And yeah, let's initialize it with the README. Oh, create repo. Sweet. Okay, I will quickly edit. Where's, oh man. I don't know why my computer's so struggling right now. Oh, maybe I'll close, yeah, I'll close this. Hang on, I'm closing things you can't see.
Okay.
Okay, edit. Make this bigger.
Yeah.
So there's 3 of you. I keep getting the spinning wheel. Okay. So it was Liz, was the on the left, and was it Cece? Susie? Cindy? Stacy. Stacy, like this?
SAISI.
Yep.
SAISI. This?
Yes.
Awesome. Andrew?
Yep.
Okay. Christy. Okay. I'll commit those changes. All right. I understand that you've all used GitHub, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Can you all come here and send me a pull request where you just add a line about yourself under your name? Try not to edit other parts, otherwise it will make it hard for me to merge.
Okay. Okay. Now I have the desktop version on my phone.
Oh wow. I'm sorry, Christy. You don't have to participate if that's difficult.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
So go to GitHub
You find whoa.
and then a Cabunoc. Okay, here, let me spell it for you.
I went as close as I could.
N or U? U-N.
It's just A and then.
So it should be under repos?
Yeah.
Under repos?
Yeah, the one I just made, OSRR-demo.
We do new.
So you can just edit it right in the, if you just hit the edit button, you should be able to edit there, and then it'll prompt you to make a pull request.
Oh,
So we should edit it in the README file.
really?
Yep, please edit the README file. Oh, wow. Stacey, I'm really impressed that you're doing this on a phone.
You should have gotten a pull request from me as well.
Okay.
Am I not sending it?
Oh, do you need to be?
For some reason, it's not showing up in
Am I in the wrong?
That's Abby.
Okay.
Oh, it's.
But wait. Oh, I thought I did A.
Yeah, do it. I.
Wow, was I in another?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh.
You have 2 GitHub accounts.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. One of them is fake.
Fake.
Actually, I have 3 GitHub accounts. Please.
Pull request.
Oh, you did. Okay. So just go to form.
See, I couldn't find. I'm submitting your pull request on your behalf.
Oh, okay.
Here.
Yeah.
This is also good GitHub practice for you all.
Without my console.
Go to desktop version.
I'm just using like the server. Like now I don't know where.
Oh, go to the bottom and click on desktop version.
Oh, okay.
And there you
No,
go.
that's just as a computer.
And
There's only one contributor, 2 contributors. Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
We're just writing something by ourselves.
Yeah, just add something so that you're technically an author.
It's like or
Under your name.
anything I want.
Yep. Just stick to your line, though.
And after that, we should propose file change.
Yes.
Okay. And then create pull request.
Yes.
Yep, I think I just did mine.
And yeah, here it is. I'll merge that in. Sweet. Okay, waiting for 2 more. Oh, what did I do? Okay. Casey's commenting from her phone too. Wow, the people on the phone. Really?
This file change. Is that right?
Yeah, that's okay. So it looks like merging yours will delete my CCs.
Will it? Let's see.
I don't know if it has to be,
Yeah.
because if we are adding different part of it, maybe it can merge without problem. You know?
Don't know whose it is. This is. Okay, yeah. This is Liz. It's, oh no, it deletes things. So sad. Okay.
Mine disappeared, didn't it?
I'll just merge these all in because you will be in the history at least. So you'll all be technically
I saw,
authors on this, which was the point.
I saw both Christie's and mine merge.
Okay. Yeah, I merged, and then we'll need to make one more. Compare cross forks. This one. And I think this one's Andrew's. I like butterflies. That's great. Not ladybugs? What?
He's actually working on butterflies. We, in our lab, we work exclusively in insects that appear on old ladies' sweaters.
That's a good way to do it. Okay. Okay, so you look, all of you now are contributors to my lovely demo repo, even though your changes don't all show up. I'm sorry. But so I'll show you how easy it is to get a DOI through Zenodo. So if I go to zenodo.org, I'll sign in here, and then I just say sign in with GitHub, so that way it has all my GitHub information. Oh, it's still thinking. Oh, okay. Okay, so now I'm signed in. Yay, no, so I am. I hit this using, just check out our GitHub integration. I don't know if there's a better way to get there, but this is how I get there. It gives me some instructions, which I generally ignore. But then I go to find, I have a lot of, what's that? Sorry, that's not it. Oh, I have to sync because that is a new, here it is, sync now. Yeah, because that's a new repo I made 10 minutes ago. Updated now. OSRR demo, here it is. So from off, I turned it to on. And, okay. Oh man, I forget what happens next.
let's see if I've gotten an email saying, hey, what did you contribute?
Mm-hmm. So I think this one will, okay, I toggled it on, go to GitHub and create a release. That's why they have instructions. Okay, so I go to GitHub, I create a release. Branches, tags. How? I should have reviewed, oh, here it is, releases. Create a new release. I don't do this very often, I'm sorry. Tag version. I'll call this version 0.1. Release title, demo. And pre-release, no. Publish release. Publishing. Cool. Download source code. So now I go back to Zenodo. I created a release. Good. Zenodo will automatically download a zip file, the new release, and register DOIs for them. Get the badge. After your first release, a DOI badge that you can include in your GitHub README will appear next to your repository below. Let's go back down. So see, I haven't done this for most of my repositories. Here, oh no, that's a different one. I've done it for one other repository. Wait, where did it go? Okay, OSRR demo. Hey, why is it off? Come on. Refresh again. Sometimes technology is finicky. Demo for getting badges. I made a release. I'm gonna make another release. Draft a new release. Tag version 1.
Ooh.
Final.
This is ready to go live.
I know. Publish release. Maybe that was my problem. Okay, back to Zenodo. It still says on. And yay! Get the DOI badge. So now I'll just copy the markdown, release, final. I'll go back. I'll put it in my README. Right. Go to README, go to edit. I'll put it right under our title so people know that there's a DOI for this. Commit change, add, awesome DOI. Commit change, direct to master, living loose. There we go. So now,
that's awesome.
I know, clicking on this will actually take me to Zenodo where it has downloaded the archive. So it's here. So this has, yeah, it's a zip file. It's everything that was in the README. So I'm sorry it doesn't have all of your changes since we had that problem. And it's OSR demo-1 because this is release number 1. And it has a bunch of things. So it gives me cite as, and it tells me how to do it. Oh no, why am I the only author? Okay. So in other times I've done this, there have been multiple authors, like everyone who's contributed. So I'll just show you this on a different, yeah, I'll show you this on the other one that we went by. Leadership, okay. Oh, I want to actually go to that. Okay, I'll just go here. So there's a DOI for this guide, and it has, yeah, all the people who have contributed to it. So maybe Zenodo changed their thing recently, because that's a little odd. And it didn't ask me about authors. Oh, or it might be, yeah, I think it might be something to do, I think something's up with the GitHub API, because it says there's only one contributor here. But then when you click, there's many of us. So I'm going to say this is a GitHub problem. But normally, you would get all of the people who contributed to that there. And it'll be, yeah, and they get a DOI. So we're going to go on to phase number 2 now, where you all get badges. Yay. So badges.mozillascience.org. This is where contributorship badges are. You can look at our existing badges. We definitely need UI work if any of you are designers for some reason. But if you click on any of the badges, you can see all the ones that we've issued before, and it has both their ORCID ID and their DOI. Actually, I don't think you can see my mouse. Can you see my mouse?
Oh, yeah, we can.
Oh, okay, that's great then. And then you can click on, so this person has gotten 3 3 badges. And then if I go see them on ORCID, this person here, what paper was this for? Oh, that won't tell me. Wait, I'll go here. So this paper was on BMC Assemble-thon 2. Oh, it's right here. If I go show details, we see all the authors. Where's the badges? All right, the badges are somewhere. But they do show up here. And we'll go down. Oh, Gigascience. That was the journal I was trying to think of earlier. Badges appear here somewhere. I haven't looked in a while.
There was a link under the
That's where it is. And here are the open badges.
Cool.
And if you hover over them, you can see. So this is the person we were at before. And Keith apparently did everything. I guess he selected all of the things in there. Okay.
He didn't acquire funding.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, only Ian Korf did that. But Ian Korf did everything almost, except for resources. Yeah, anyways. This is how you can see about how they appear on Gigascience. It looks slightly different on Ubiquity Press. I think theirs is on the same page. Yeah. So now I'm going to go back to, oh, I've moved away from it. Back here at Badges. Papers, new. All right. Oh, right. I have to authorize myself. Cool. Okay. So now I'm going to put in the DOI for this one that we just made. Is there a good way to copy the DOI? I'll just do this. Okay. Now I have to put all your emails in here. Don't know if you want your emails broadcasted. Are you okay with your, maybe your institutional emails?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I will, so Christy, your C. Balai, yes?
At msu.edu.
Awesome. Who else?
Mine is MYERSAN7 at MSU. Yep.
Next one.
So mine is
I can zoom in.
ESAISI at
Can you start again?
XUE.
Uh-huh.
SAISI.
Is that?
Yep, that's it, at msu.edu.
Perfect.
And-
Liz?
David 216 at msu.edu.
216. Cool. I'll add myself. Yeah. Cool. Submit. Now, awesome. I submit the form. So now I'll go to my email. Oh no, I'm going to broadcast. Maybe other people can go to their email. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll go to my email in a different window. That's a better idea.
I've got, nope, that's just got invited to a retirement party. There it is.
I don't even know who that is. It's Larry Olson.
He's
I should
one of
be
the-
seeing this.
He's one of our respected faculty.
Okay.
So mine went to spam. I'm working on that. But if you click on the link, so I'm going to go, I'll open it in this window, the link at the bottom, or if you click on something, you get this page. So, or it forces you to log in with ORCID or create an ORCID. So you may have to go and do that first if you don't have one yet. So now, yay, you will all be unique researchers.
Mhm.
So it has the ORCID and it has a DOI. And I'm going to say on this, what did I do? I wrote the original draft. That's what I did.
Writing.
And then I submit it. And here it is. I can see my badge.
Wait, what is, I clicked on writing, and then there's a,
Oh, those are all the badges that have been awarded for writing. So you need to go back to the email.
Yeah. Sorry, there's some bugs.
the claim code.
Yeah, and so it will prompt you. Oh, page not found.
Page not found? Oh no.
Oh, go here to claim your badges. Okay. Next line.
Okay.
Oh, and if you find bugs, please file them, because this is definitely in progress. I'm impressed with how much you're able to do on your phone. Stacey and Christy.
Let's see.
Jump directly to my ORCID.
Yeah, so it should force you to log in with ORCID.
Oh, I need to.
That's how it knows how to assign it to a specific ORCID ID.
So mine didn't have, like this ORCID ID is filled in.
Oh,
Yep.
That's just an example.
Well, when I.
No. Once you log in, that should be your ORCID.
I think I
Did you?
logged in as your ORCID or something, because.
Let's see, is it the same number? 8709 is the
submit.
last one? Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
Huh.
Weird. Okay, that is a bug. I'm glad we're testing this out.
Yeah, I hit submit and then it worked.
Okay, but it's assigned to the wrong ORCID?
Yeah, and then it says badges for user this one, and I clicked it and it's Christy.
It's Christy.
So,
You're giving me all sorts of credit for things.
I think I just gave you 2 badges for the same thing.
That's strange. Okay.
Whenever I try to open it.
Good to know. But you, Andrew, you were logged in on your ORCID on that computer?
I don't have an ORCID ID.
Okay, so you hadn't created one. It didn't ask you to create one?
No. I just
Okay.
I clicked your claim code.
Yeah.
I still didn't click go here to claim your badges.
Yeah, but whenever I do that, I get this status profile request get not support.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have an ORCID ID. I don't think I.
Weird.
Yeah, you remember doing it.
So yeah, do we have the same claim code? Did it send everyone the same claim code or something?
That's possible. Let me.
Shouldn't have.
Okay.
Mine is
No,
that's different.
Yeah, that's
BJPFE.
Huh. Yeah, but you're logged into ORCID as me somehow.
Well, let's see what happens
That's
with the
strange.
website.
Yeah, go on the ORCID website.
Is it orchid.org?
I believe so.
I have an ORCID account, but I forgot the password.
Mine is
Okay.
with my GitHub, so that might have been like I think anyway. I feel like I did something.
It doesn't look like I'm signed in or anything. But actually, when I typed in ORCID in my browser,
Yeah.
it gave me the option to go to like.
Okay, well, you already clicked on that.
Oh, I
That's
see.
why.
That's why.
Well, I mean, I'm going to take some credit for some data curation because that's what I do, guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. I guess maybe if I make an ORCID ID.
Yeah, that's strange how it thought you were signed in. So it looks like we have some session work to try to debug. Maybe because you're both on the same network, it thought you were the same person.
That's
Maybe.
a good chance.
Yeah.
That's for finding us.
Debugging. Is there a debugging badge?
Oh, we should have one. Yeah, right now these are just from the project credit people that they thought of. I feel like there's lots more types of contributions, but it is good to have a nice taxonomy that everyone uses. So we'll see how we add new badges in the future. So Liz and Stacey, how's it going? Are you having the same problem?
On the link, I get an error. It's not even opening.
I'm trying to
Strange. Can you try it in what browser are you on?
get my password.
I'm in Chrome.
Okay, that should work. Strange.
Okay, instruction has been set.
I'll try opening this in Chrome.
I mean, it's working in Chrome for Android. For me?
If I try it on my phone, I'll have better luck.
Oh dear. Yeah, so this is definitely still work in progress. Thank you for trying it out and going through all our different difficult hoops.
Oh, this is awesome. I love where it's going.
You're one of the first to get a badge.
Writing the original draft, writing the review, and editing.
You can say you did all of it.
Oh, I'm going to take lots and lots of supervision credit, I think.
Ah, okay. You were sitting here watching everyone as they tried to log into Orchid.
Yeah. But it's only giving me the writing, review, and editing one.
Oh, weird.
No, I just reloaded it, and it's giving me data curation and supervision.
I'm in.
Yay!
So many rows.
Are you sure you're not a robot?
No, I'm not. It's always the thing that happens in robots, right? The person.
No, I'm not a robot. Oh, you've got an orchid now.
Yay, Orchid! I say that's a huge win.
Oh, wait. There's some other people that may also be you. You got a common enough name that.
I have claimed 4 badges.
Okay.
Yay.
Methodology, data visualization, data curation, and writing.
Yeah, claim them all. I think you did all of those things in our README.
It's still signed in as yours.
Oh, that is so weird.
Yeah. And it's like not letting you, it's all grayed out. It doesn't let
Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah, I don't. Since this is an MVP, I didn't make a nice sign out button, so I'm very sorry. Maybe if you open the incognito browser or private browsing, then you can sign in as yourself.
Okay.
So Zenodo and Figshare can create DOI for
Yeah.
our
Yes.
like
Yeah.
data.
And I think it's good for our code.
That's for sure.
And I think separate our, have our code as a separate citable entity
Yeah.
from our paper when we create our paper.
Or
And
we
then-
can even extract certain packages we use or we wrote in that
Yeah.
big code.
Well, I mean, I've told you guys my grand plan, or have I?
Take over the world.
Yeah. Well, the Mozilla Global Sprint is coming up, and I thought it would be a good time for us to put our energy into coming up with our final products for this class so that we have our outputs available. And I think that we should create a R package for processing weather data, because we've spent so much time doing that. And I know that
Yeah,
anyone
exactly.
who has had this problem before, you know, they've done it manually because we haven't found anything that shows. And, you know, since we implemented everything as a function, it should be
Yeah,
a fairly trivial exercise to make a simple R package out of it.
yeah, because we imported the data at the very beginning and everything else should
Yeah.
be.
It's all fed through functions. So I think that that would be a really cool project for us and gives us a nice output for this course too.
Yeah, I think that's an awesome project. There are a few people making R packages at the Sprint, so I'm
That's
excited.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So can I have a question?
Yeah, this is a good question time while you're all debugging.
Yeah, so like, any difference you noticed in using Zenodo and Figshare? Like, are they very different or are they replicable to each other?
Yeah, so Zenodo is hosted at CERN. So like as far as functionality goes, they're pretty similar, but actually Zenodo did a better job with the UI for integrating the DOI stuff from GitHub, because it's very manual still with Figshare. You have to add a lot of things yourself. Zenodo I just turned on that thing and made a release. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so now in the future, every time I make a release of that software, I'll get a new DOI.
Oh,
So Zenodo's set up like that. So that's nice. I don't think there's any way to do that with Figshare just yet. The plumbing is there, so they could set it up if they wanted to. But yeah.
oh, yeah, that's good to learn. So Figshare is still more about like maybe uploading a figure or
Yeah,
more
figure, a
traditional
poster.
media.
Yeah, you can upload figures, posters, data sets.
Okay.
That's what I typically use it for.
Okay, but seems like Zenodo is better integrated with GitHub.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it's more of a code-oriented environment.
get it.
Also, Figshare just released a new API, so maybe they'll be doing new stuff with the GitHub integration. We'll see. Yeah. Cool. Any other questions? Any other updates on your difficulty?
I got my badges.
Yay!
405.
That's what I kept getting.
How did you get around that?
I used my phone.
That's weird. So are you both in Chrome on weird?
Okay, so
Can you actually take a screenshot? Andrew, can you take a screenshot of that and send it to me?
Yeah.
I would actually be really appreciative.
Come back again.
So thank you all for helping me build this by giving your feedback and testing it out. Sorry it was so frustrating for some of you.
Yeah, when I go into it, when I'm not signed into Orchid, it takes me to get your Orchid ID. Like, it takes me to the Orchid.
There's a sign in. You can sign in. Like,
Yeah, there's a
it's hidden in there.
yeah, it's
but-
really hidden in
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually really good feedback.
Oh, okay, maybe this will work, but
Okay. Stacey, did you have a question?
I'm fine for now.
Okay, yeah, I saw your hand. I thought maybe.
What?
now it's, well,
Paper badger not found. Uh-oh.
What have I done?
Oh no, we broke it.
I can take a screenshot of this.
Yeah.
3?
Is that a different thing? A different error now?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Control Shift 3, is that right?
Are you on a Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah, Command Shift 4.
Andrew's practically a professional at finding the bugs in our systems.
I'm very glad you're testing this out for us because I didn't get to talk to any of the authors that actually did this for those papers that have it live now. So I was just like, did it work? And no one got back to me, but they got badges. So I was like, I guess it worked. So this is actually super helpful for me. So sorry, Christy, I used your class for selfish user testing.
This is awesome. This is a lot of fun.
Yay, badges.
And so our hour is up. So I just want to thank you so much, Abby. This has been a lot of fun, and it's given us a lot of ideas about how we should be putting our pieces of work out there too.
Awesome. Yeah, and let me know if I can help at all.
Great.
Yeah, I like software.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I can't get that error screen.
that's okay.
All right.
Intermittent error, that's perfect. I'm sure I'll be able to debug it.
Yeah.
Yes, screenshot
Okay.
that one. Okay, thank you all.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was really good meeting you. And yeah, stay in touch. You guys are all great.
Have fun at the team dinner tonight.
Thank you, I will. It's gonna be fancy.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.